Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I am KJ, and you are in for a special treat tonight. I have a wonderful guest with me today, Lee McDonald. Lee is actually right here with us. Lee, go ahead and say hello to everyone.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here and share this journey with you tonight.
And we are going to hear from Lee a little bit later, so you just stay put. I'm so excited you're here, and you're here for a reason. Someone who really cares about you has invited you to take a look at this opportunity. I consider this a synergy of health meets wealth. So if you don't mind, I'll share my story with you. I am KJ. I have been a master trainer for the last 9.5 years in New York City. And when I was first introduced to this system and the business, I was very shy to get started, to be dead honest. I, as a trainer, had always preached whole food eating, workout, and never really would think to use supplements because everything I had ever gotten my hands on was full of crap. So when I did really like what I saw about the business, I had to test drive the products because the claims were wild. I was hearing 9 to 30 pounds weight loss in your first 30 days, what a transition your cells will have from cellular cleansing, and I was really intrigued. So 5 days into the program, my husband and I felt different. I'd always felt good, don't get me wrong. Being a master trainer and always taking care of my body, I always felt good, but good got better. My husband was the first to say it, do you feel this? And it was incredible. And we were not looking for weight loss, so we were modifying our program so that we were not losing weight. By the end of that month, that first 30-day program, I did lose 4 pounds. To me, not a big deal. But that 4 pounds translated into 2.5 inches off my waist, an inch off my booty, and an inch off each thigh. And I was floored. As a personal trainer, I had never seen or felt anything like this, and knew what I had on my hands was not only going to improve my family's health, but every person I came into contact with, because I was on a mission. My mission grew. Instead of working one-on-one with people to improve their health, I now have the capability of working around the globe, and I do. And it has blessed us in so many ways. I had a beautiful baby daughter about a year ago, and I have retired myself from my master training career about 6 months ago, and am just full-time Isagenix mompreneur and loving every bit of it. So whether you're here for your health, or if you need more time freedom or more income, you've come to the right place. We're just going to educate you tonight, and you're going to make the decision. I'm just going to share some slides, and we'll get started right now. Okay. So as I pull up the screen, if you'll just do me a favor right now and grab a pen and paper, whatever's nearby. It doesn't have to be a large piece of paper, and play full on with me right now, because I'm just going to put a little exercise out there. Don't worry, it's not like school. There's no assignments. I'm not going to quiz you. Just go ahead and grab a paper and pen or pencil, and go ahead and come back to your computer, and we'll resume here. I just want you to take a moment and close your eyes. Now this slide's going to be here for a while, guys. I'm not going to move it. I want you to play full out. Really close your eyes. I want you just to calm your mind. Don't ask, what am I doing here? What's happening? Like, just empty out your mind. Take a nice deep breath in. And let it go. And I want you to imagine. Imagine your life with no financial burden, where the bills that you're currently paying today, each and every month, they're gone. Your debt, whether that be credit card debt or your college loans, they vanished. You are no longer making monthly payments of any sort. And then I want you to add in the abundance of time, where you no longer have to wake up to an alarm clock each day, where you don't have to trade your time for money. Think of where you go. Who would you be with? Would you be en route to a destination? Or would you be sitting still somewhere? And who's around you? Let's add on to that. Imagine how you feel emotionally and spiritually with that vision. Imagine feeling your absolute best in your health. When you look in the mirror, you like what you see. What do things look like? What do they smell like? Go ahead and open your eyes. And use that piece of paper I asked you to grab and just write what you saw down. Just do it for a couple seconds, just even some words. That doesn't have to be complete sentences. They could be images, because a lot of times our mind works in pictures. So maybe you'll just put down the images you were seeing or the feelings that you had, people's names that come to mind when they were surrounding you in your vision. And I want you to keep that with you as we start this tonight. Keep that feeling with you. Thank God I'm alive. Thank God for every single day, because I'm alive, and more importantly, because I'm living. So how much of your life are you truly living? Are you living your ideal life? What you imagined when you were young. We're asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? We don't have things restricting us and holding us back like, oh, what's the 401k plan? Is there health insurance involved? We actually remembered, we knew what it felt like to have passion and dreams when we were young. It's the continuation of our life where things got in the way. Not only fear, but also things like brainwashing and being told there's only one way. So assess yourself right now. Are you living your life? Or are you working your life? Every person has the same amount of time each day, 86,400 seconds each and every day. No matter what income you make, no matter how successful, no matter how many empires you've built, every one of us has the same amount of time. Sadly, though, the majority of us are spending it at work, working for someone else's dream. If we're lucky, some people can't even get a career, so they end up juggling 2 jobs or 3, or barely making ends meet with whatever they can grasp. And it's not what they set out to do. So I feel the only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. That's my mission for you as well. So what would you want in a perfect job? I ask this all the time to people. We already know what we don't love about the current situation we're in, if you are in a position where you work for the man. So if you could choose your perfect job, what would it look like? I ask this not because I want to sit and have a complaining fest about where you are right now, but really open up your mind to the possibilities. Because where I am sitting and where Lee is sitting, we are sitting with ultimate freedom. The freedom to not wake up to an alarm clock. The freedom to have personal growth each and every day. Where we have time freedom to choose our schedule, and we have the capability to produce unlimited income. No one's telling us what our salary is capped at. No one's telling us we're not able to get a holiday bonus this year because XYZ. We are in control of what we produce, what we create and build for our future and our family's future. So I ask you, what if you could think differently? Think outside of the box. We've been taught since day one that the 40-40-40 rule. Okay, so go to work 40 hours a week, work 40 years, you're going to get a retirement for those next 40. Well, guess what? That's broken. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Social Security is a laugh. It's a broken system, and a lot of people aren't sticking around that long in one position to actually work their way to a retirement, and now the government and everyone is trying to prompt you to save for your own retirement. And they're capping you at how much you can invest each year, and they cap you at how much percentage it yields. But what they're not teaching you, truly, is how to work for retirement and prepare for your future. So what you can do now can build a foundation around you, your family, that no one can tear down. You have the ability to create true wealth. There's enough abundance in this world. The economy actually is doing great if you didn't know better. But we're constantly told what an uproar is going on because the rich are getting richer. But there's enough to go around. But what is true wealth really? Real wealth, according to Robert Kiyosaki, self-made millionaire, multiple business owner, he's top seller of 2 books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Business of the 21st Century. He does have other books out there, The Cash Flow Quadrant. His definition of wealth is the number of days you can survive without physically working and still maintain your standard of living. So, for instance, if $4,000 a month were your expenses, and in your savings account right now you have $12,000, then your wealth would be about 90 days. So, if you had to stop working tomorrow, or your boss laid you off, you lost your job, you broke a leg and couldn't work your labor job, whatever happens, if you completely could not work tomorrow, how long would you survive? Be honest with yourself. Why don't you write it down on that piece of paper? How wealthy are you? Are you 5 months wealthy? 5 weeks? 5 minutes? I mean, seriously, some people are barely making ends meet. So the goal, and there's no better time to change and start than now. The goal is to develop a residual income, or another word would be passive income, that is greater than your monthly expenses, so that every single month, whether you do or don't, you will always have this residual income coming in that is covering all of your expenses. So the 2 most common income sources for passive or residual income is when money works for you. That's stocks, bonds, T-bills, money markets, interest on your savings accounts. What I find with this, although yes, money will accrue and money will continue making more money, is you need a lot of upfront money to get started, or a consistent addition to each of these things in order to really see a big difference in your future. So if you have a lot of equity and you want to gamble with the stocks, then by all means, it's available. But I think commonly people don't have a lot of equity and they're looking for a solution. And the solution where business works for you is an option most of us really have. Now that could be real estate investments, royalties from books or music. If you are an artist, if you don't have the talent, what you gonna do? Build software? Well, you gotta have some talent there too. Owning vending machines does create a consistent income, but you also are constantly tending to them. So it's not pure freedom. What I'd like to introduce you tonight is something called network marketing, where a lot of people are doing a little bit and everyone is going to profit and become prosperous because of it. So it's building a network. Actually, Bill Gates, when he was asked what he would do if given another chance, he said, I would choose network marketing. And I think Bill Gates is a pretty smart man. So I just wanted to share that information with you. But wait, it's a pyramid, right? That is what I hear all the time. Well, it's not a pyramid. If anything, it's an inverted pyramid where people have the availability to grow and become more and more rather than having to climb and climb like a corporate job and possibly get knocked down and never ever be able to reach the top. So it's not a pyramid, but surely this is. And Robert Kiyosaki again, he actually says the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for a job. So if you truly do want a life of freedom, building a network is the way to go. And that's been kind of the rule of thumb years and years and years ago. It's not anything new. But the fact that network marketing is here today, it's alive, it's no longer taboo. It truly is, I think, a way for the common person, the ordinary person, to do something extraordinary with their life without a lot of major investment, without a lot of knowledge. You don't have to have experience to get started. You will grow and you will have a team and support system to grow with. So when you are in control of your own life, you get to work where you want. Here's my office, especially in the summertime. I'm here in Asheville, North Carolina now. We moved here 6 months ago, and I like to work down by the pool and feel the true freedom of life. When we go on vacation, we hit up the beaches, and I get to choose who I work with, which is the best part of owning your own business and building your own team. Right there's my favorite business partner, my daughter. She's incredible. I get to spend every day with her and create my empire. What more could I ask for? And the best thing is anyone can do this. Like I said, it's the ordinary person can create an extraordinary life. It doesn't matter what you've done in your past. It's your future that we care about. And it's a business of personal growth, where you're given the tools, the training, and the support to become a better leader, to step into your power again, and to really quit living small. And, I just let you know, there's a lot of network marketing companies out there, so do your research. But when you have the right network marketing company and you really know what that means, there is no ceiling on the income you can create. Here in our company, we have 26-year-olds making more money in 1 month than their parents make in a full year. But just a quick warning, you might be the pioneer in your family. You may not have a family of entrepreneurs. I do say what you're risking when you do start network marketing is judgment. People may say, oh, that type of thing, and they have a preconceived notion of what it is. Well, maybe a good 20 and 30 years ago, there were a couple companies who didn't have products and they did something that was scandalous, and it really put out a bad name for all of network marketing. But when a company has a product that you can stand behind and is long-standing and our products change the world, then you know this is legit. Our company is not going anywhere. And I love our vision. I personally resonate so much with this, to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. We are well on our way for that. We are impacting people's lives, so many thousands of people daily, creating freedom with their health and freeing them up of the stress. Financial stress is the one that will make many divorces, will make people full of fear, and completely, I think it's the most toxic thing ever. Stress can kill you. But what are we really? We really are a company that is health and wellness, that we are completely changing people's lives from the inside out with cellular dense nutrition and cellular cleansing. So I'm not going to bore you with what's in our shakes, what is a cleanse all about. Like, we have amazing events that you can get yourself to. The person who introduced you to this webinar, you can ask them questions. They can give you ingredient lists if you want. We're completely transparent, but what I do want to impress upon you is the effectiveness. Now, I mentioned 9 to 30 pounds in your first 30 days. We're having real people. They're not out there bleeding and sweating in the gym for 4 hours a day. They're getting real results by changing the nutrients they're putting in their body, flooding their body with nutrients. Because whether you like it or not, this country is malnourished. We can eat and eat and eat. It does not mean we're getting nutrition. So I'll let you know that our products are completely non-GMO. They're beyond organic, gluten-free, soy-free, 99% lactose-free. We even had vegan options. And you can rest assured you can build muscle, burn fat. You do not have to use this as a weight loss tool. You can use it as energy and performance. And right here, oh, we came across a slide of Lee. Now that's Lee's before and after picture in just 30 days time. Lee actually is pretty new to our team, and I'm so happy that she's here with us. Lee, will you go ahead and unmute your mic? We're going to go ahead and bring you in here. Now, she is an entrepreneur because she's joined our team. She is an equestrian, a musician, and a nurse. And might I mention, a mom. So if anyone knows busy and is still taking the initiative to really take control of her life, I think it's Lee McDonald. Lee, are you there? Let's see if your mic's unmuted.
I'm here.
Wonderful. Lee, thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to ask you a few questions tonight and let people get to know you and your story. I'd like to start off with wanting to know where it all started for you. How did Isagenix come into your life?
Okay, so I think of it as being kind of a God thing. I'm getting on a plane to take my yearly vacation to St. Croix with my family. And so I get on the plane and I realize our seats aren't together. So I was pretty bummed out, and I pull out my book and I'm sitting next to a stranger. And she is actually now my business partner, Julie, and she was not going to let me sit there and read that book. So we talked for 3 hours about everything under the sun, and at the very end she said, you know, look, you seem like someone who could really get into this business that I'm into. It's called Isagenix. And, you know, I mentioned to her that I really wanted to lose a little bit of weight, and she said, you know, this just sounds like something that's right up your alley, so think about it. And so I was about to start my sister's fitness plan, Fit Girl, which is clean eating and exercise. And with my busy schedule, I just didn't have the time to prepare the meals. And, you know, I just felt kind of defeated at that point. And Julie was kind enough to keep checking in with me every week and saying, you know, I don't know if you've, you know, decided about Isagenix. And I'm like, you know what, I'm too busy to think about it right now. January 1st rolled around, and I was just so ready to get healthy and try to lose some weight. And so I contacted Julie and I said, I think I'm finally ready. And so she signed me up, and I haven't regretted it since.
Amazing. And your results are phenomenal, the before and after picture. And mom to mom, energy is soaring, I'm pretty sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to know, and I'm sure a lot of people ask this, have you had network marketing experience in the past?
I never have, and in fact, I had a very skeptical idea about what network marketing meant. I thought it meant like a scheme, and so, you know, but for me, I went into Isagenix for the products, and I first said I wasn't going to sell anything. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to get into the business side of it, and Julie said, that's fine. You know, she said, you know, I will, if you change your mind, let me know, and I'll teach you the, you know, how to get your products paid for. And so I lost 20 pounds in, I mean, 5 to 6 weeks. So I thought, how can I not share this with people? And so I went from thinking that I was going to have to push a product on people to having people approach me. And I thought, well, I mean, why resist fate? I don't love working 40 hours a week. So I started just signing people up. And I mean, you make $200 in a week signing 2 people up and changing their lives. So doesn't get much better than that.
It does not get much better than that. Fantastic. And then, the mission, I just shared Isagenix mission to impact world health, free people of physical and financial pain, which once you are freed of that physical and or financial pain, it happens naturally, like you said. But my question to you, each one of us has a personal why that really gets us up in the morning and keeps us going. And when you're taking on a business, or even if it's just a side business where you're just sharing with people, what is your personal why? Do you mind sharing with us?
Not at all. For me, it's all about becoming the best person that I can be in every way. I was bullied as a kid. I was overweight. I lost a lot of self-confidence, and being up on stage in the public eye, I wasn't able to really transform into the person that I feel like I am on the inside, because my outside wasn't matching the inside. I didn't have enough time for all the passion in my life. So for me, it's just wanting to live every second, become the person that I'm meant to be. I quit drinking 16 months ago. That was just part of my transformation. I became a nurse. That's part of my transformation. I'm a mom. That's part of who I am. And, this is just the last piece to my puzzle. I really want to physically be my best and financially be my best. And so, that's really why I'm doing this. And to help other people. As a nurse, it's a passion to me to help as many people as possible. And I actually work in the cardiac field, where people are dying of congestive heart failure, high cholesterol, obesity, especially here in the South. And so, that's just another aspect to this company. And so, like I said, I just can't say it enough. It just doesn't get much better than this.
And helping other people is truly our mission, and it keeps us going. That's what we're here for. And last question, if you had just one thing, only one thing to say to everyone who's watching right now, what would that be?
I would say don't waste another second of your life feeling like you can't. Because if I've learned anything from this business, it's that you can lose that extra 20 pounds. You can make that extra income for your family. So just live your life to the fullest and don't let fear hold you back.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Lee. Such a pleasure having you here. You are a woman of many hats, and I'm glad that Isagenix and my partner and on my team is one of those hats, because we're going on this rocket right now, and I love that you've invited so many people here to share it with you. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen again, and you can mute your mic. We're just going to wrap up. I do see the clock, and I want to be able to be sensitive to everyone's evening, and we'll just finish up. I assume, if you're still watching, you're probably wondering, well, sure, great health is great, money's great, but how do I actually do it? What is this you're talking about? Well, you don't have to do much. Our partners are in control. Now, they have a decade of financial growth and stability, close to $3 billion in cumulative sales. We hit $725 million last year. We have many awards. We are ranked number 20 in the direct selling news. So just know we're not going anywhere. And they do all the hard work. They do all the research and development, the licensing. They'll do events nationwide, wherever you are in the United States, actually worldwide. We are in 12 countries. So wherever you are, there will be trainings and places where people can plug into. They do all the postage, the packaging, they bill the people. You don't touch anything. I know a lot of people think network marketing means fill your closet with product and try to push it on your family. This is the very farthest thing from it. It's like helping someone set up their own Amazon account where they get to order online for themselves. But it's like Amazon meets Costco, where they get their own wholesale prices. So that's really all we're doing. And what you have to do is just consume the product. You'll only improve your health. What could be better than that? You'll recommend the products. People will naturally ask you what on earth you're doing when you're glowing and you drop 10 pounds in 2 weeks. And then you're going to identify business partners. Not everyone is going to want to do this as a business, but I promise you, everyone has the same opportunity. Isagenix gives cash back to every single person. So when I have an amazing client or customer who has an awesome experience and their mom wants to know and their friend wants to know and their neighbor wants it, I'm going to make sure that that client or customer is getting the benefit from Isagenix. They will get the cash back. We are not here to take from each other. We are only here to give. So you can start locally, start with your family and your friends, and you can build globally. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I just want you to sit back and enjoy this video. And we're going to give you a brief overview of truly the experience of Isagenix. So sit back and experience it with me.
I believe that every entrepreneur is looking for the right company at the right time.
I believe that everyone deserves the chance to walk through life with a healthy body.
I believe every athlete deserves a system of products that will give them that competitive edge.
I believe that age is just a number.
I believe everyone deserves an opportunity to create real change in the world. I believe that everyone can harness their power and get paid what they're truly worth.
I believe that everyone can make money while on vacation.
I'm Jim Cooper.
And I'm Kathy Cooper.
And I'm Eric Cooper. And we believe that everyone deserves to be with a company that cares about its people and wants them to succeed.
As you can see, Isagenix is a gift that is changing people's lives both physically and financially.
And we invite you to experience what Isagenix can mean for you and the people you care about.
I bet you're asking what price tag is on something like this. You get all this, and how much does it cost? Well, I personally believe you cannot put a price tag on health, and nor can you put a price tag on your future and your life, living your life by design. But if you really want to know, I'm going to let you know it's free. It's free in so many ways. So do talk to the person who introduced you to this webinar. They'll explain to you all 3 ways this can be free to you. And nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. So the person who introduced you to this webinar truly cares about you, and I really hope that you are going to take in this information, sit on it, and ask the questions that you need. Do the research. Because a year from now, you'll wish you'd started today. And we're creatures of habit. So where will you be a year from now? Will you still be looking in the mirror and saying, oh, I just wish I could lift it there and suck it in there? Will a year from now you still be stressing every first week of the month when you have to pay all your bills forward? So take initiative. You can go at your own pace, part-time, full-time, sometime, in the pockets of your life. That's usually how we all start. And grow. Grow personally and grow financially. And you know what? I love that Lee does so much. And we have this little video here. I'm just going to show you a little bit. This woman not only can ride this horse magnificently, she plays the music. So check out the song, check out this horse. I'm just going to inspire you to live out loud and live out your dreams. And this is a vehicle that can give you that opportunity.
Serpentine and so divine, she puts her lips on top of mine. We dance until the sun does rise, never noticing the time. Luscious curves, no need for words, this is strictly physical. Touch me, take me, but don't forsake me, I need your love tonight.
Wrap your hands around my waist and dance with me. Put your lips around my neck and take what you can of me.
Talented woman. And the beauty of this is Lee is on her way to being able to do both of those, her music and her horses, a whole lot more often. And know that when she's doing it, she's not taking away from her income source. She's only gaining, because once you build it, it continues paying you. Not often do we recommend things and refer things to friends that continually keep paying us. So Lee, go ahead and unmute your mic and say goodbye to everyone and share your thanks and any last words.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been so much fun. Thank you for having me, and I'm just so excited about what Isagenix has to offer me in the future.
Amen. And so the person who introduced this to you, give them a hug, because they truly love you and care about you. They are not trying to sell you some products. The farthest thing from it. What they're trying to sell you is a new way of life, abundance, joy, enthusiasm, and freedom. So thank you and have a blessed evening. We'll see you again next week.